If you are waiting for the perfect time to start, you will wait forever. Hi there, I'm Stephanie Lopepe, the founder of Virtually Steph, and this is the art of virtual assisting. So, I was meant to start Virtually Steph 5 years ago. But as I said earlier, fear just got the best of me. And I was like, oh, no, I'll wait. And I waited for 2 whole years because I got stuck in the loop of learning, in the loop of, I'm not ready. I need this. Oh, I need this phone. I need this. I need this. I need that. So my advice is for you, the best time to start is now. So we are learning about 5HW framework, and today it is on when. When is the right time to start? So we are debunking the myth, I need to be ready to start. To be a virtual assistant, like we said, you just need a phone, a great computer, internet connection, a little bit of experience, and you need to know how to write and speak. That's it. No certification, no higher education, what. So you can start as soon as possible. And that's what we'll discuss today. When is it the right time to start? My right time to start is like, I started as part-time. My virtual assistant journey began part-time because I was too scared to start full-time. So I would work in the evenings and I would work on the weekends, right? So you can do that. If you feel like, okay, I want to know if this industry is for me, I would not advise you to quit your 9 to 5 just like that. Not in this economy. Oh my goodness. So you can do it as a side hustle, as a part-time work, right? And then from there, once you figure out, okay, if I put as much effort as this, I can replace my 9 to 5 income. Then we can think about it. Financial experts say before you quit your stable job, you need to have, let's say, 6 months or a 1 year net income, right? So you can use the same framework for being a virtual assistant. Before you go into full-time, you need to have between 3 months to 6 months savings. Why? Because you are freelancing. You don't have clients guaranteed. You don't have the same income every single month, right? Some are lucky, yes, they do. But as you start, no, you will not be that much lucky. So you need to have some form of savings in place before you go into full-time. I went into full-time without the savings because, oh my word, I was saying, I am not staying here. The unknown was better than my current reality. And I was like, you know what? I don't have savings, but I live with my parents. I eat every day. I have access to the internet. So technically, like, why am I suffering like this, So it was like, I took the leap of faith. So everyone's journey is different. So when is the right time to start would depend on you. But for me, as a person who's been a virtual assistant for 3 years, start now. You can start now part-time, or you can take a leap of faith and start full-time. I mean, who knows, right? Next thing, we're going to talk about what are the steps you need to take. So for me, when I started out, my community came through for me. And that community was not even the people that know me. Also, something you need to know as the virtual assistant or a service provider, if you're freelancing, is that there's a high chance the people that know you will not be your first support system in this journey. For me, it was strangers online, right? I built a community online via my love for football. And also I used to interact with my favorite business people, right? So online, I already had a community. So the moment I announced that I'm launching Virtually Steph, this is what I'll be doing, the community online came through for me. My first client was a stranger who knew me online, who referred me to his friends. From there, it grew and grew and grew. So start small. Start putting yourself out there. Like, you have nothing to lose. You already have nothing. So if you put yourself out there, people say, no, it's not going to make a difference, right? So put yourself out there. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever you need to do, you need to take that step first. People shouldn't believe in your dream better than you, right? So you may not have anything, you're starting today, but you can build from that. So that's my advice. Start small, start with small businesses in your community. Like I said earlier, a coffee store, a retail store. There are so many individual retail stores that are not so good with social media, or people are waiting for a week for a whole invoice. Like, why are we waiting 1 week for an invoice? You can go to that business owner and be like, I see you're struggling with admin. I'm good at admin. Can I provide the service to you? Start small, build from there, build your portfolio and take it. Take it to the heights. Like being a VA, you can do anything you want. You can build an agency. You can work with the best in the industry. You can work with businesses that are making real money, but you need to start, right? The next thing I want to talk about is the lessons from your own timeline, right? So we're going to be honest about this industry. Just because you start today, does not mean you make your dream money today, right? That is true for any industry. That is true for anybody freelancing, right? It's not like the corporate space. You are guaranteed you get promoted in the next year. So, you get the 13 check, what. When you are freelancing, when you are a virtual assistant, nothing is guaranteed, right? So anything that you are taking or anything that you are being fruitful in is the work you put in, right? Virtually Safe, if I'm being honest, only became profitable in its third year, right? In other years, because thank goodness being a VA has a low cost, you're probably just paying for your internet, you're probably paying for your device, and maybe for stationary, right? But it's a low cost entry industry, which is the best, right? So your costs are very low. But to be profitable means that, are you covering your living expenses? Are you covering your lifestyle, whatever it is? And with me, Virtually Steph only became profitable in its third year, which we celebrated in June, right? That's when I started making profit for my business. So it will take time. It will take time. For you, maybe it will take 6 months. Listen, I'm all about people winning better than I did. So if you can master your service offering, if you can master your ideal client, you can make money fast. But I just need to pre-warn you that it's not an easy journey. Another cost of being a virtual assistant is that it is a lonely place, especially if you are on your own, right? A lot of my community or my friends, they're not VAs. They're all doing their own things. They're all thriving in their industry. So it became lonely where I couldn't ask questions. I couldn't, just converse and relate with someone who knows where I'm coming from. So if you, in your community or in your circle of friends, there's a high chance you'll probably be the first virtual assistant. It will be lonely. But in the price of loneliness that you're paying, it is a rewarding space. The ability to have your time back, the ability to be flexible, the ability to work with business owners that are doing incredible work in their respective industry, it beats the loneliness. You won't even think about it that you're lonely, right? So that's my advice for you. And the last cost that I want to talk about is imposter experience. My client told me it's not called imposter syndrome, it's called imposter experience, right? Sometimes because you are maybe approaching a client for the first time, maybe you just started your VA business a few weeks, you may feel like, do I have the right to ask a client to pay me for certain service? So you're dealing with this imposter experience. My advice is to keep records of your wins. So if you worked with a certain client, or if you worked with a small business, or even for yourself, if you helped your page gain followers, if you helped your page gain engagement, whatever it is, that is proof of concept. You can literally note down, no, I started my page 3 weeks ago and I'm on 1,000 followers. That is a win, right? I went to a networking event and I made 3 new contacts. Whether those contacts converted or not, that is a win. So if you keep track of your small wins, it helps you silence the inner doubt, right? So that is a way for you to continue this journey of virtual assisting. Our segment, virtual assisting insight segment. Today's question is, can I be a part-time virtual assistant? Yes. Personally, I think that is the better option. Do not go into this industry with no backup plan or just jumping just because, right? Even though I did it because, like I told you, I could not stay in that space no more. I was going to jump. Whether I succeeded or not, I didn't want to live in regret. And most importantly, I didn't want to hit the age 30 in the cycle of the corporate space. So I took the jump. But I think you should start it part-time, right? Part-time will help you refine your service offering. Part-time will help you identify certain clients you want to work with. Because when you part-time, if a client is doing things you don't want, you can be like, actually, this is not the industry I want to work in. Maybe you don't want to work in the fitness space. Maybe you like makeup. So you refine your service offering for the makeup space industry, right? So part-time is always the better option. And it also, you get to use your 9-to-5 income to sustain or to support your virtual assistant business, right? So if you got a salary, that salary will help you get a better phone. That salary will help you maybe do like a company photo shoot, like where you have like all this content that you can post on your page. So you can use the additional resource from your 9-to-5 to support your side business or your part-time virtual assistant work. So remember, start where you are because there's no perfect time to start. Start now, start today. So my homework for you is to figure out, can I start today? And if you can start today, any excuse that you put in place, I don't have this, just forget about those excuses. Take the leap of faith, jump, and start your virtual assistant. Tell me in the comment section what resonated with you today. What other topics do you want to discuss? And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye.